After a game week of huge variance, which ended up in disappointment for the wildcarders and joy for the other managers, we are back with another episode of the Helpdesk to help you navigate through the game week 27. Before getting started, we'd like to thank all our subscribers for their continued support. We are so close to reaching 1500 subscribers now and would really appreciate you hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already and tag along for the exciting part of the season. So let's begin for the questions for this game week. Our first question is keep Kane or sell? Well, definitely a keep. Probably one of the best fixtures till game week 30. Kane has been consistent throughout the season and we expect him to do well in the coming weeks as well. A second question comes in from Tams. After today's Liverpool performance, should I include Salah in my wildcard team? No, one game doesn't make a lot of difference. With him blanking, he isn't suited to be in the wildcard team. However, you can keep a balanced amount in the bank so that you could move to him in game week 29 or 30 if you want him. Next question comes in from Arda. Mbuemo or Tony for game week 27? Definitely Tony. He has been their best attacking player. Even if Tony is banned, we would not go for Mbuemo. He has been far too inconsistent with attacking returns in only 7 game weeks so far. The next question comes in from Brighton FC Kid. Would you bring Darwin Núñez in knowing fixtures and schedule, and is it time to sell Trippier? Well, no. Won't be making that move, especially when they have a blank in game week 28 and a difficult double in game week 29. There are better options in forward category which will help your team in coming game weeks. Trippier is a hold for us. He has been fantastic throughout the season and so has been Newcastle's defense. Some good fixtures are coming up for Newcastle, so wait and watch. Kuzmi is asking I have no spare free transfers. What to do with Sanchez? Have to sell him now as Brighton's manager clearly said he prefers Steele more now. Charlie LFC is asking, worth bringing Liverpool players in after that or is it too reactionary? Got the blank game week coming up too and the double isn't an easy one. Well true, we won't be going in that direction. Stick to the plans you had before the Liverpool game. No point in getting them for 1 week when you might take them out after that because of the blank in 28 and a difficult double in game week 29. Vasif Anam is asking who to go for if I don't have any chips left. March and Raya are the ones we would go for this game week. Raya obviously because of the save points against 2 core attacks and March has high upside and can do well. FPL Jabroni is asking is it worth doubling up on the Brentford defense or could it be better to pick for example one Chelsea defender instead? Not at all. Point to note is that the next 4 out of the 5 games are away games in which Brentford have conceded 19 goals and kept only 3 clean sheets. Raya is the only one we would go for because of his save points. Don't double up on the defense. So Carlos Braithwaite is asking who is the best Spurs defender for the next 4 game weeks. Well, if you do not want any tension regarding X minutes, Davis and Dyer are up there as the best Spurs defenders to own. Romero is prone to yellow cards and Emerson has a huge upside, but his minutes aren't ensured. FPL Chelsea is asking Mitoma or McAllister, and who do I replace them with, Madison or Martinelli? Already own March. It has to be Mitoma. McAllister being on penalties does help him, but apart from that, he isn't really a high upside pick. Mitoma, on the other hand, is very lively and starts most Brighton attacks. We would go with him. Lance FPL is asking if we still have the captainship in play, when do you think would be a good time to deploy a triple captain in the remaining game weeks? Also, how would you navigate through game week 28 if you had all chips still in play? Well, triple captain could be best used in either game week 34 or 37, when traditional big teams like United and City will double. So, you could make gains in those weeks. If we have all the chips left, we wouldn't use any for game week 28. Navigate it using free transfers and then attack the final 9 weeks with all the chips. Game week 28 isn't a high upside game week anyway. Alejandro is asking what's the priority for double game week 27? Brentford and Brighton players. I don't want any Brighton player. Not so sure about Brentford defender. So who's the best single game week defender for game week 27 and 28? A Spurs defender would be the best single game week player for now. Both Davis and Dyer are great options with Emerson Royal being the high upside pick, but X minutes are at risk. Our last question comes in from Peter King. Between Pope and Goita, who do you recommend for Game Week 27? Well, if your choice is between these two keepers, then Pope for sure. They're at home against Wolves, who don't score many, and they have a decent double in Game Week 29 too. Fixtures are not easy for Crystal Palace in Game Week 27. Don't see them keeping a clean sheet against Man City too. That's it from the boys for this game week. We know it was a difficult game week for all the wildcarders, but there are 13 game weeks still to play for. We wish all the managers luck for the remaining part of the season.